Welcome back, everyone. As you know, we've been doing a lot of work with Franklin Community Center, the Children's Museum, and Code Blue. And every time that we talk to these organizations, the name, the Giving Circle, kept coming up. So we decided to look into it a little bit further. And lo and behold, there's this incredible organization flying just a little bit under the radar, not wanting any of the glory themselves, but giving back to the community in ways that I think will pretty astound you. So joining me today is Ron Deutsch, who's the president of the Giving Circle. Welcome, Ron.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Nice to have you here. Famous last name in the media business, by the way.
Yeah, no relation to Donnie Deutsch.
No relation to Donnie Deutsch. That's probably a good thing.
We probably wouldn't be flying under the radar. If that were the
That's
case,
exactly right. I mentioned some of these organizations like Franklin Community Center, Children's Museum, Code Blue especially, right?
Yep.
Give us just a little bit of background on what the Giving Circle is so our audience knows, and then let's talk about some of the things you're doing locally.
Sure. The Giving Circle is an all-volunteer organization. We got started in 2006 after Hurricane Katrina and Rita, and did a lot of work down in Mississippi, in particular Waveland, Mississippi, which Saratoga Springs adopted as its kind of national sister city. And we went down there probably 24 times over a 5-year period and rebuilt numerous homes, community centers for kids, parks for the kids. And it really got started when our founder, Mark Bertrand, put together Operation Cajun Christmas, which was an effort to get toys down to so many of the kids that we knew weren't going to be having a Christmas after those hurricanes. And after that, we, after giving out over 7,000 toys in Louisiana and Mississippi, we all realized that we needed to keep doing this, and that we were all kind of hooked on it. And it was an amazing experience, not just for the people we were helping, but the individuals that were doing the helping.
Sure.
So we decided that we would get together and form our own nonprofit. And we did that, and the rest is kind of in history.
So you're located right here in Saratoga, right?
We are. We're kind of a Saratoga, Greenfield-based organization, but we have, volunteers that come from all over the Capital District.
Yes, I got you. Ron, I wanted to just, Code Blue, especially this year, as you know, from Mayor Yepsen's efforts here in Saratoga, Kim Cook's efforts up in Glens Falls. Code Blue, I think the running total now is 54 days in a row because of this brutal winter.
Yeah,
that's volunteer fatigue, that's running out of money. There's a lot of issues going on there. You mentioned the Giving Circle's involved with Code Blue.
Yes, so we got involved in the very beginning with Code Blue, mostly through volunteering, but also one of the projects that we have at the Giving Circle is called Technology for the Public Good, which is run by, or led by our Vice President, Leo Jaffrian. And it really helps organizations build their technology and their web-based infrastructure, which so many organizations need help with. So we put together the website for Code Blue, the volunteer sign-up and all of that. The mayor recently then, after our first year in operation of Code Blue, we had to find a new location because the first location was temporary in nature. So then the mayor kind of tasked me with leading a committee to find the new spot, which we were able to work it out with Salvation Army, and that's proven to be a great marriage between Code Blue and the Salvation Army. And then we also, obviously, we volunteer a lot. A lot of our members spend countless hours at Code Blue volunteering, and I think one of the things that we would want your viewers to know about is Code Blue really does need volunteers, in particular those late night shifts between midnight and 8 a.m., which are the most difficult to get people to volunteer for, but are really critical hours where we need people to be volunteering.
I know, I said when we opened up the segment, kind of flying under the radar, you are, considering the kind of work that you do with no glory for yourself, but very hands-on, right?
Yeah, we're very hands-on. I mean, we're an all-volunteer organization. We don't have any paid staff, so it's really the board members who are responsible for running the organization on a day-to-day basis and keeping things moving along. According to our last and most recent filings for our tax returns, over 99% of the money we raise goes directly to the families and communities that we help. So we do fly a bit under the radar. We're not looking for the accolades. So we're just trying to do some good work and help people out that need help.
Well, you know what? Hence the name, giving.
Hence the name, right?
Right? I mean, that's the true essence of giving.
Right.
You could say, right?
Yeah, and it's really been about, it's neighbor helping neighbor, community helping community, family helping family. And then what's been great about this process is that you really see the families that we help actually then pay it forward themselves. They become part of the Giving Circle family. They want to get more involved and help out in other jobs. So it's just been a really amazing experience, I think, for all those that have been volunteering and all those involved, and quite frankly, for all the people that we've helped as well.
I bet. You mentioned Franklin Community Center, a very active organization. They're in here a lot. We talk about a lot of things that they're working on.
Yeah.
Give me a sense of what you've worked on with them.
So with Franklin Community Center, sometimes they'll refer a client or a guest to us, and we can try and provide some help for someone that needs some help. But on an annual basis, I think for the last 6 or 7 years, we've been partnering with them on their Holiday Adopt-A-Family program.
Oh, great program.
Right. So through our website, then we list the families, without giving people's names or anything, but we list families, and then our, our dedicated group of volunteers and our network of friends in the Giving Circle adopt families through Franklin Community Center. So it's been a great partnership. We're happy to help. We help a lot of local nonprofits, whether it's the Children's Museum or the Black Elks Club in Saratoga or other organizations through our Technology for the Public Good. Partnering with the groups in Saratoga, I think, is essential because they're doing great work on a day-to-day basis, and oftentimes they need help. And that's the kind of help we can provide.
One thing before we went on camera today, Ron had mentioned, I said, you talk to individuals helping individuals, communities helping communities, neighbors helping neighbors. What a great thought that is, by the way. And I said, well, give me an example of what you've done for an individual. And, we're mentioning all these things like technology and all these other help and Code Blue, but you built a ramp for somebody that needed a handicap ramp at their home.
Right, yeah. Most recently, we helped out an individual. One of our volunteers was very involved in the Saratoga Springs Track Club, and one of the dads had a stroke, and we knew he was coming home from rehab in the hospital. So we all came together and were able to put together a wheelchair ramp in a 2-day period for him that was well constructed and will last for a long time. Hopefully he won't need it for a long time, but obviously he was incredibly appreciative. And it was just a great kind of project because the Saratoga Springs track team has actually raised money for the Giving Circle through a variety of different ways in the past as well. So again, it's kind of that local partnership, that local marriage that we have with different groups in the community that support our work, but then we in turn kind of support the work that they're doing
as well. Right, I got you. In an era where it's so easy to be so disillusioned, when you hear all these things that are going on in the world and whatever, it's really amazing to me, Ron, in the communities here, Saratoga, Warren, and Washington County, how many people are willing to give their time and their effort and their money and form groups to help people out and help people in need. So again, you're an inspiration, Ron, your organization is, so thanks.
Thank you.
Now, of course, we need help. Volunteers, right? Donations. You can see where this money's going, and 99% of this money is going toward the cause that you want this money to help support. We're going to be pushing it. What's the website?
The website is www.thegivingcircle.org. And you can go there and learn more about the work that we're doing, both locally, nationally, and internationally. And you can donate right through our website. You can sign up to volunteer for local projects if that's what you're inclined to do. There's lots of different ways that people can get involved, and we encourage them to get involved. It's really a rewarding experience, not just for the individuals being helped, obviously, but for the people that are doing the helping. It's almost kind of a transformative experience, if you will.
It is.
And it really is something that's changed a lot of our volunteers and really kept them going as well. So.
Well, great, Ron. Thank you very much for coming in.
Appreciate it.
Good luck with the organization. We'll be checking in with you to see how it's going, all right?
Great. Thank you.
Good. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.